And whenever I listen back to it, I hear things like, I'm impressed with my restraint at not chiming in about a detail, you know? Like, for example, we were talking about the Sonic seltzers yesterday.
Yeah.
And you were like, so when you get your corn dog and your onion ring, you can get a thing of ice and then pour your Sonic seltzer into there or whatever. And I was like, I can't believe I let her get away with corn dog being the choice there.
I know, and I would never get corn dog, but I just went with something like Sonic-y.
Corn dog's a funny food item.
It is a funny food. That's on the list of, it's on the menu today at school.
Oh, is it really?
It is. Both of my kids were like, yeah, corn dog day.
Wow, how fun.
I know.
They dip the corn dog in some ketchup or something?
I guess.
I haven't had a corn dog in forever.
I'm not a big, I've always thought I liked corn dogs because I think the idea that the cornbread is crispy and, it would be great. I hate cornbread though. So I don't like corn dogs. I just don't like it. Can we dip a hot dog in like pretzel? Is that a thing? I like pretzel.
Dip a hot dog. Oh, I see. Yeah, wrap a pretzel around the hot dog.
Yeah.
That's lots of salty stuff happening there, right?
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be a salted pretzel. You know what I mean? I just like the pretzel texture or the pretzel bread dough. What's
Gotcha.
the word I'm trying to say? Yeah.
You don't like cornbread at all?
No.
Oh.
No. I think my in-laws think I'm weird, too, because they were asking the girls about cornbread, and they're like, what?
What's that?
They'd never heard of it.
Child abuse.
They're like, your mom doesn't make cornbread? I'm like, hell no.
With chili? Cornbread with chili?
Gross. No. Okay, I take that back. No, thank you. If you enjoy cornbread with your chili, that's fantastic. I'm more of a saltines or cinnamon roll girl with my chili or Fritos.
Yeah, cinnamon roll's a good choice.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't do cornbread. And we were FaceTiming with my sister-in-law. It wasn't that long ago, but she was saying something about cornbread and the girls were so confused. And she was like, your mom doesn't make cornbread. And I want to be like, and their dad doesn't either. Okay. It's not like my responsibility 100%. And yeah.
Well, at least they know corn dogs, right? It's not quite the same, but it's pretty close.
I don't think if you quiz them right now, what's on the outside of a corn dog, they'd be like, oh yeah, cornbread. They'd be like, a stick.
A stick and some stuff.
Dip it in ketchup. It's great.
Yeah. Anyway, I just found that funny when I listened back to the show where you're like, oh yeah, when you get your corn dog and your onion rings. I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a tick.
What are you actually getting at Sonic? Hamburger?
I haven't gotten a
cheeseburger.
Okay, I haven't gotten a cheeseburger from Sonic in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
We usually get drinks and we get like the happy hour snacks. So we either get we share mozzarella sticks, like a 4-piece of mozzarella sticks.
Oh, mozz sticks.
Or tater tots. Or Sonic has a really good pretzel that you can dip into some nacho cheese, which is like a little cup of cheese with a foil top. So you know it's fresh, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
So you know it's tasty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh out of the cow.
But the pretzel is nice and piping hot and salty and yeah.
Piping hot.
Piping hot and salty. That's how I like it.
I don't like how they top the bottom bun there. I don't like that.
How they top the bottom bun?
Yeah, they put the condiments on the bottom bun. Don't they still do that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Why don't you like your condiments on the bottom bun?
That's not where they belong.
If you put the vegetables on top, then sometimes the condiments will make the vegetables soggy.
Yeah, but they're putting all the vegetables on the bottom too.
Oh.
Right?
I don't know.
I feel like it's the... Yeah, I'm not a big Sonic proponent these days. I used to like their breakfast once upon a time.
Oh, they do have good breakfast burritos.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I would get was breakfast burritos. That was back when the Lawrence radio station with their Sonic there basically in the parking lot.
Right next to, yeah.
Right.
We did breakfast burritos on a Friday night the other day because it was Lent and I was so exhausted. I was like, okay, I don't want to do fish sticks. Let's do egg and cheese burritos. So we did that.
Oh, they're able to make that for you without sausage in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Go on the app and you go boop, 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 boop. No sausage.
Oh, the app lets you go beep, boop, boop, boop and say no sausage? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. So is that what you're doing now? You pull into the thing and then you get the app out?
Or I order on the way.
Are you ordering while driving, Kate?
At a stoplight.
Mm.
Yeah, I am.
I do not like.
Because the stoplights are the longest lights ever.
I do not like. Yeah, well, that's the problem, though, is someone will be like, oh, I got to get my phone out here because the stoplight takes forever. And then, boom, you miss your turn. You miss the light because the person in front of you got sucked into the world of the telephone. They lost all sense of time and space.
I have a navigator.
No.
Mom, the light's green.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that 1.5 second delay could be enough. And if every car is doing that, not good.
Well, I'm not doing it at every red light, but it happens.
And when you got to get your Sonic.
It happens. I know. If you want it ready when you get there.
Yeah, screw the people behind you. Yeah.
Well, it's not every red light, Matt. And I'm never the first one.
Yeah, you'd be. You'd have an interesting shape to you if you were ordering Sonic at every red light. Yeah.
Right. No, but when you go through the app, it's always happy hour.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So all your drinks are always half price.
Gotcha. Yeah, it seems like most restaurants now have. If they've got an app, they try to incentivize you to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this will help us eliminate a job. So if you could go ahead and start doing this, we will bribe you with happy hour pricing.
Oh, Matt.
What?
You don't think it's to make it easier for the customer? You think it's to eliminate workers?
Yeah. A little bit.
They still have to make the food.
Yeah, but that's one less person or a little bit less workload for the person taking an order.
But if the person taking the order has 17 cars in the drive-thru, I think they're okay, right? Like the person in the drive-thru is thankful that I'm going through the app, right?
Sure, yeah. No one really. It's not like, sorry, you've been fired by the app. That probably doesn't happen.
Okay.
But it's just like anything with the restaurant becoming more efficient.
Okay. I thought that was what you were saying. Is like we're trying to get rid of people, so we've got an app.
Well, it increases productivity, which ultimately it can have a knock-on effect of that. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be a bummer about the app.
I know. That was like apps in general, though. I just started thinking about all the apps that I use. I'm like, great. Now Timmy and Barb aren't going to have jobs because I think it's easy to order food through my phone instead of...
Barb's ready to retire anyway. It's all good.
Okay.
Timmy, though. Yeah.
Timmy.
Got a long career ahead of himself.
Timmy's trying to raise money for college. Oh, Barb's tired of her roller skates, and Timmy's got acne issues.
God. Barb's arthritis and the roller skates. I don't know.
God.
Although maybe roller skating is good for your arthritis.
Maybe.
I don't know. Do you get arthritis in your ankles?
I bet you could.
Typically like your hands or something, right? Isn't that typically where like, my arthritis in my hands?
Well, can't you get it in your knees and your elbows and your shoulders?
Yeah, I guess it is joint pain, huh?
Yeah. I'd say ankles are probably... You can get scar tissue in your ankles, and doesn't that...
I don't know. Eventually we're going to be experts about this, and it's going to be... Like, remember when we knew nothing about arthritis? Remember that one show, Kate?
And now we're arthritic. You like that? Okay.
Yeah. This show, 30 years from now, is going to be great.
Matt!
Yes, Kate. I need the... I can do better than that. Yes, Kate. My bones.
It's not yes, Kate. It's going to be like, huh?
Who said that? My bones.
My bones are talking to me.
So, yeah, Sonic. Corn dog and onion ring. Oh, yeah, and topping the bottom bun. No, not good.
Okay, so when you're making a cheeseburger at home, because you did go through the University of McDonald's, how do you top your cheeseburger?
Well, to be clear, I did not go to what's called Hamburger University, McDonald's corporate training program or whatever.
Get it right.
But I was trained and worked in the grill at McDonald's, yes.
Okay.
I didn't want to get any listeners excited that I'd actually been to Hamburger U,
He's got a diploma. Okay.
So I'm making a cheeseburger at home, and now what's the question?
How do you place your condiments and your toppings?
Top bun.
Everything on top.
So if I were to have the classic ingredients, it's going to go, I hope I can do this right. Ketchup, mustard, pickle, tomato, lettuce. And then, maybe there's mayo on there potentially.
Do it a little different, Matt. And I did not go to the U or the McDonald's training.
Oh, well, see, this is me. That's not the official necessarily like McDonald's way to do it. But.
Okay. It kind of sounded like you were recalling. So I was thinking.
Well, I was just trying to make it in my head at my house. Just because something was done at McDonald's doesn't mean it's necessarily the way to do it at home.
Okay.
There's some good rules of thumb, though.
I do ketchup and mustard on the bottom. Then I do the burger.
Wow.
Then I do the cheese. And then I do the tomato and lettuce. And then if I do mayo, it goes on the top. And pickles.
Do you remember there being controversy over the cheeseburger emoji?
No.
Like maybe it was the Android cheeseburger emoji, but it was all about, wait a minute, what are you doing with the toppings? Now, the one modification, because there was a lot of discussion about this, the one modification that I will make due to this whole emoji controversy is putting the lettuce on the bottom. Because the lettuce can protect the bun from getting too soggy.
But the lettuce can make the bun soggy. That's why I never put the lettuce next to the bun.
What?
I try not to put the lettuce next to the bun.
Next to the bun? It's supposed to go on the bun.
No.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about touching the bun.
You don't. So you just don't have lettuce on your cheeseburger, then, is what you're saying?
I take that back. When I'm using a big leaf of lettuce, it will touch the bun. If I'm using salad for lettuce.
Are you saying?
I don't understand how you don't understand what I'm saying.
You were somehow eating a cheeseburger with lettuce, but the lettuce is not on the bun.
It's not touching the bun.
How is that possible?
Because you put the tomato on top of the lettuce. The lettuce goes in between the tomato and the burger.
Oh, okay. Well, the lettuce has to still touch something,
No,
right?
you go back and say, oh, okay. Like I'm not an idiot.
Ew.
Like, are you eating lettuce on the side of your burger?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's like the lettuce doesn't touch the bun. It's next to the bun or something. What did you say?
No. I was saying it doesn't touch the bun. Like it's not next to the bun.
Yeah, I was picturing your cheeseburger and then, yes, a leaf of lettuce spaced like just an inch away from it on the plate.
There it is. It's a chaser. Cheeseburger,
Yes.
lettuce chaser.
Don't you think that tomato is going to moisten the bun more than the lettuce?
Depends. See, okay, but I also have to like recant a little bit because a lot of times we don't do a head of lettuce at the house, okay? So we have
Okay.
salad. So I'm sprinkling lettuce, like salad lettuce, onto my burger.
Okay.
And because it's kind of wild and crazy, I put the tomato slice on top of it to keep the lettuce contained.
Uh-huh.
Then I put a little smear of mayonnaise
Oh.
because there's something about mayonnaise and tomato. I don't know. I love it.
Smear of it.
Yeah, not like I shouldn't have said schmear. Like it's not a lot, but it's enough.
A dollop?
Yeah, but you gotta cover the bun. Yeah. I don't know why we talk about food so early all the time.
Where do you put the pickles?
The pickles can go with the ketchup and mustard, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But when I'm making sandwiches for Monty's lunch, I do it differently. I do meat and cheese on the outside, and then I do toppings in the middle so it doesn't get the bread soggy because his will be in the lunchbox all day, and sometimes they get soggy. Yeah.
Do you ever think about putting the condiments in little containers on the side?
He does not like that.
Why?
I went to a grocery or a gas station and got handfuls of like mayonnaise and mustard.
Okay.
And I started putting them in his lunch. I was like, here's your little mayonnaise and mustard packet. And he was like, that does not save me any time. I was like, okay.
Got to keep it efficient.
Plus, usually he's driving when he's eating. So,
Wow, okay. Someone might want their bun or their bread infused with the condiments, I suppose. You know?
mustard buns. I think they make those, right?
I don't know.
I'm not a mustard person.
Really? Okay.
I take that back. I'm new to mustard.
Oh, you're a mustard convert?
Yeah. But I'm not a dip your pretzels in mustard people.
Yeah. How many people are you?
I'm a ranch. I'm a chips and salsa. I'm a
You're those kind of people.
cheese dip. Yeah. Not terribly adventurous, but I like spicy things. I just don't like and I only like yellow mustard.
Yeah, you don't like Spicy mustard.
Or Grey Poupon or
Missing out, Kate.
horseradish or
I feel like you should start going for Grey Poupon.
and asking people at stoplights instead of ordering food on my Sonic.
Hey, you got any Grey Poupon in there?
Pardon me. I think there's a big chunk of our audience who probably don't understand that reference.
I think a big chunk of our audience that does, though.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
All right, for the unfamiliar, there is a classic commercial where is this dude in a limousine or something?
Rolls Royce, maybe?
But he's got a driver?
Yeah.
Or no? Okay. Pulls up next to another car and like rolls down the window. And pardon me, do you happen to have any Grey Poupon? And then you get hungry for mustard.
And then you go out and buy some Poupon. Grey Poupon.
So, yeah, it was a thrill. You can't tell.
I know. I can't remember. Did they ever like, oh, yeah, hold on. Let me get it out of my satchel.
I forget. Yeah, my satchel.
I don't know.
There you go. And they threw over a packet of Grey Poupon.
My Mini Cooper. And
yeah, I think you're supposed to remove the Grey Poupon from the jar. I think it came in a jar, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to use a fancy spoon or something.
I think so.
A miniature condiment spoon.
My parents always had that in the fridge, too.
Grey Poupon?
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah.
I do like spicy mustard. I do prefer spicy mustard given the choice. Just FYI.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy.
This reminded me, over the weekend, I've shown off, I'm calling it a bloody hammeria now.
Oh. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So 4 parts hams.
4 parts.
2 parts V8. 1 part tequila.
If you think about ham and tomato, I'm like, ugh. But ham, beer, and tomato.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I said the tequila and splash of Tabasco.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm using my new, I used my new crushed black pepper on there.
Oh.
Did I say that right? Crushed black pepper?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then a friend of mine, because I posted this to a friend's group on Slack, was like, oh, you need pickle juice in there.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out I still actually do have a jar of not pickle juice, but banana peppers.
Oh, bet you that's nice.
And so I threw a shot of that in there, and oh, yeah, it was good. It was
Hamarita? Is that what we're calling it?
Hamaria. So, like, first I got turned on to the Bloody Maria.
Okay.
Right, which is basically a Bloody Mary with tequila instead of vodka.
Right.
And then once I basically did that, but with hams as the main ingredient, I guess tequila is doing a lot of lifting there, too. I was like, oh, it's a Bloody Hamaria. So, ta-da.
Ta-da.
And I went back and forth. I was like, was it a Bloody Hamsaria? Or is it Bloody Hamaria? And written out, when written out Hamsaria with that apostrophe in there doesn't look right at all. So, Bloody Hamaria.
That sounds tasty.
Yeah, it was. It was really good.
Is that a Sunday fun day drink?
Yes. Although I've been wondering if I'm letting myself drink a little bit too late in the day on Sunday. I was like, I'm going to drink only on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Quickly, Sunday becomes a weeknight, I feel like, with work the next day.
Yeah, it does.
So yesterday morning, it took a little bit of doing to get up. And even though I feel like maybe there's still a little daylight saving hangover, the non-alcohol-induced daylight saving hangover happening.
100%.
So
100%. It's been hanging over our heads a lot. And it's not so much getting up in the morning. It's like nobody's sleeping through the night at our house.
Oh, yeah, that's not fun.
No. And I think it's affected the dog, which affects me.
Uh-oh.
I can't tell if it's the new house or if it's daylight savings, but he needs to go to the bathroom at 2:30 every night. I don't know if it's just nerves and, I don't know. Just not quite settled yet. But I let him go to the bathroom before I go to bed at like 10:30. And then 4 nights in a row, 2:30, he's like, hey, let's go. So outside we go. But I've kind of graduated to letting him just go out the front door because there's less steps and it's not as dark and he can just do his business and I can stay at the door. The first couple nights I was going out with him. I was like,
Just because you don't have a deck off the back of your house? What's going on?
We do, but he's an old dog, and it's like
a new trick to go down those stairs.
Yeah, and they're slick, I think, still. He does them during the day.
Aw, poor puppy.
I know. I think he'd be okay on the steps, except for at the bottom of the steps, they put this, like, plastic landing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say spikes.
No.
Just kidding. I didn't think you were going to say spikes.
There's a pond of lava. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Mario level or something.
No, but he slips on that plastic landing, so I think he prefers going out the front door. And for me, it's less walking, so just let him out the front door. But you can't really see him unless you go out there. But he's been a good boy about going and then coming right back. So we don't have our fence yet either. So that's another thing.
So what are you going to do about this plastic landing? Is it temporary?
I think it's temporary, but the ground's so wet. So I'd almost rather have the plastic landing right there instead of like a big mud puddle.
Oh, yeah. Well, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Monty was like, well, maybe we pour concrete, blah, blah, blah. And like, maybe you pour the pool, babe.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a pool than a non-plastic landing, given if that was the choice. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. So when's the pool happening? When are you guys going to start digging that?
I know. I was like, do you want me to start right now?
Yeah. Just every time you leave the house, just
take a big chunk out.
Yeah. Just dig a little bit.
I bet you that he wants to buy a new fancy mower first and have a really nice yard and see how much we hate mowing yards. Because he was talking about buying a new mower, and we've had conversations that I'm going to have to be helpful in that area.
Okay.
And so I said, get a riding mower. And he's like, well, it's going to be one of the mowers with like handles and not a steering wheel. I was like, what? What's this nonsense? Give me a steering wheel.
Zero turn. They're awesome.
Yeah, that's what he wants. I'm like, a push mower would be really good exercise. And we've got kind of a decent incline on the side. So I'm like, okay, I got to figure out how I'm always going down the hill and not up the hill. And I don't know.
No, it's just so boring.
I know, right?
Yes.
I keep telling myself I can put in my earbuds and just like go out there and do it. But Matt, I have not mowed a yard since I was like 14. And that was a job that we had to do with our dad, was go mow yards, and I hated it.
You got to do this again now because previously Monty was home enough to mow at the old house?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it was not as big of a yard.
Man, you got away without mowing for that long?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
And I was also not super psycho about my yard like he was. We had a retired couple next to us, and I swear they mowed like 4 times a week. And Monty mowed at least twice a week. And it was like Kaufman-style lines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, which I was like, hey, you missed a spot. And he's like, you want to get out here and fix it? I was like, no, it's cool.
He somehow missed the spot even though the rest of the lawn was like Kauffman Stadium?
I was just giving him a hard time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And he's like, come out here and fix it.
Clearly did not miss a spot.
Like, no, I'm good.
So you're torn between having a zero-turn riding mower and a push mower?
Self-propelled. Like, not just a push mower, Matt. You know that it's going to be like badass if it's a push mower. Whatever Monty's getting, it's going to be nice.
Going to be one of those ones you stand on?
Well, that'd be cool. That'd be great. I could do that. I don't know. That makes me a little nervous standing on
I feel like
it.
you're going to take off and you're going to be in Kevin and Valerie's yard before you know it.
Right. Or in the track across the street. Don't mind me.
We know that Gene and Kim will be cool about it.
Probably.
Since they're a couple stoners.
Those brownies were not pot brownies, by the way.
Oh, they weren't?
So good, Matt. They were so good. Very rich brownies, but no hallucinogenics at all.
Right. We agreed it probably wouldn't be very nice to surprise somebody with pot brownies.
Right.
Especially if they have kids.
Especially.
Yeah.
There should be some sort of like post-it that says, P.S. your kids are going to sleep great tonight.
Yeah, so I got this message from you, Kate, like a week ago, maybe? Week and a half ago?
Mm-hmm.
It was a welcome package from Gene and Kim and Chad and Anna.
Yes.
And I was like, well, Kevin and Valerie better step up. Have they?
They have not.
Oh, my.
We wave at each other. But they are 4 houses away.
Oh, okay, yeah. They don't quite count.
Yeah, they're 4 houses. They're up the hill.
Whereas Gene and Kim and Chad and Anna flank you or something, or what?
They came by.
Well, I know. I meant their house, where their houses are in relation to yours. On either side?
Gene and Kim are 3 away. Chad and Anna are 2 away.
Oh. And who's 1 away?
We don't know. The new people, they're not finished building their house yet.
Okay, yeah, right.
Yep.
So they came over? Who did? Yeah. All of those 4 people? Gene and Kim and Chad and Anna?
Anna and Kim came by, and I looked like I got hit by a truck. Like, it was that day where it was like I needed a shower, but it wasn't going to happen until before I went to bed.
Yeah, you were using your stink as motivation.
Not just stink, Matt. Like, bags under my eyes, like greasy hair, like holey jeans, dirty sweatshirt. Like, it was
mascara that's dripped down your face from sweat.
Not even dripped down, like looked like a football player. Like, just those big thick lines on my cheeks. Like, not Tammy Faye Baker, just like the eye black. It was rough.
Yeah. They probably thought you were hot.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm so glad that I've met them in other instances than that moment, because I would have been mortified. But I was trying to get kids to bed, and we were trying to find clothes, and we were trying, like, it was just the most hectic of all times to have guests. And I couldn't even open the door all the way because there was a stack of boxes. And I was kind of trying to be polite, like, do you want to come in? But they were like trying to back off the porch. So I was like, okay, never mind. Thank you for not coming in when the house looks like this.
This is when they were dropping off the brownies?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they were very sweet. And it was really cold. So they didn't stay very long, and I didn't have to stand on the porch very long. But
gotcha.
They were so sweet. This pan of brownies, it's okay. This is when you know your neighbors have their poop in a group, Matt.
Oh, God.
They've got their stuff together. Like, this was a pan of brownies in a foil pan, okay, with wax paper in the foil pan, the brownies in the wax paper, foil on top of the foil pan, and then the whole foil pan in a ginormous Ziploc baggie.
Right, they're going to stay fresh.
Yeah. And not like you have to look for this. This is not a gallon bag. This is like the next size up. I'm like, Kim. And on the brownies, there was a picture of what looks like Mr. Rogers. Like, they printed out like a headless Mr. Rogers.
Sounds scary.
And it says, glad to be your neighbor. And then it's from Gene and Kim and Chad and Anna. And I thought it was just so very thoughtful. It was very, very nice. But it was like, if I were to ever give them something back as like a gratitude, or even like, oh, I made extra cookies, like, I'm not going to be able to just throw them in a baggie. I'm going to have to do up my presentation game.
Damn.
I know.
Sorry to hear that.
I know. I'm going to have to get out like my pretty tissue paper and put it in a tin from Dollar Tree and a fabric bow. And
you get the impression that Anna and Kim made these brownies together? Sound like you're giving Anna credit for the packaging of it.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't, because I think Kim was like, well, I made them. And Anna was like, yeah, I just walked over with her. But sure, her name was on the card, so.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Exciting.
I'm going to have to up my presentation game when I'm not that girl. Like, here's a gift bag.
Well, when are you going to have to do this? Like the holidays or something?
I need to, well, is a thank you note enough right now? Do I need to give something back to say thank you?
I don't think you have to do anything, but thank you note would be okay. Yeah, you don't have to give it. You don't have to make anything, though. No, okay. For sure. I mean, come on.
Well, I know I have to do a thank you note for sure, but
the whole point is, look, you moved here. You're our new neighbor, and we understand that you've got all kinds of things happening. You have to turn around and return confectionaries, but yeah, get ready Christmas time.
I know, right?
I expect to see some colored saran wrap, Kate.
I mean, you got cute little gift bags with snacks in them. Like, don't you? Is that okay packaging, that I just give them a bag with all those little cute bags of goodies?
I don't know. That are you going to share this image of your brownies to Facebook?
I can.
That way the listener can see for themselves.
Yeah, I can do that.
It's pretty good packaging. pretty next level stuff, as you've indicated.
It is. And I don't even think that far as like packaging. I go, oh, let me get construction paper out and my Sharpies if I'm going to get real fancy.
Well, there you go.
But I mean, this is legit. There's even a house on the picture that's almost the same color as ours. Like, that's thinking it through. That was super thoughtful.
Let's see if I can.
I was going to say, I need to put it on the Facebook.
Pulling up my messages here. Got a lot of stuff from Kate in here, actually. Wait, I'm way back.
Kate's a stalker, actually.
I got, I this thing scrolled back really quick on me all at once, and I saw the little bookshelf. The bookshelf that was in the hall.
Oh, yeah.
That idea.
That was a long time ago.
Where's this at? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Damn, Kate.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, what house is that? That's not your house, right?
That's not my house, but
that's a stock photo.
Stock photo, but the color is very similar to our house.
Yeah, and then it's glad to be your neighbor and Mr. Rogers' torso.
Yeah, not his head.
A headless Mr. Rogers. Sounds horrifying. It's just there's no hands coming out of it. It's just the sweater with the tie underneath it.
I mean, maybe it's not Mr. Rogers. Maybe it's a stock photo, but you know by the red cardigan that's supposed to be...
Glad to be your neighbor.
Mr. Rogers.
From Anna and Chad with their street number or their house number. And then Kim and Jean. Kim and Jean with their house number.
Yeah.
Kind of hurts my brain a little bit because I'm used to saying Chad and Anna, Jean and Kim. But that's okay.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Thanks. I sure hope so. Did you see the thing I sent you, just the recipe?
Yes. Yes.
So we've talked before on this show often about Kate's disdain for internet recipes where we have to hear about the person's grandmother and the grandmother's cookies. We got to read the life story first.
Doesn't that sound horrible? I don't want to hear about your grandma. Just tell me.
That's exactly how you said it, more or less. And I think that tone was right, too. So
I know.
Some friends of mine on Slack, that same Slack group I was talking about, was like, hey, this recipe is great. And then someone responded with, hey, here's it with just the steps from this website I found. And it's called Just the Recipe. And on the homepage to this website, get just the ingredients and the directions for any recipe. No life story, no pop-ups, no email lists. So basically it goes and scrapes and just finds the ingredients and the steps for the recipe. And just all you do is you paste the URL for the website. You paste the web address into the field there, and you get just the recipe, Kate.
I love it. I love it because we're going to be having brunch for my aunt and uncle this weekend. And I was going through Pinterest going, should we make this? Should we make that? And I was like, oh, I can't wait to use just the recipe. So
yeah, but there was a flood of texting that was happening between you and I was worried that got lost in there.
Yeah, we can't forget that.
Yeah. Just the recipe. No life story, Kate.
Nope. Nothing about inspirational grandmas.
Yeah, this history, this great World War II history is getting lost.
I mean, it's usually very sweet about why you're making this and what do you remember when you were a kid when you made this, or what your son Johnny is going through while you whipped up these cookies out of, I mean, if they're as magical as you say they are, put that stuff at the top and then give me your life story afterwards.
Like 30 years from now, people could be reading pandemic recipes, Kate. Their grandmother's pandemic brownies. Pandemic banana bread or whatever. And the anecdotes about masks are getting lost. Oh, I accidentally got batter all over my mask or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm reaching. I don't know.